This product is available through the link in the description box below. Right now, shopping for a tablet means navigating a frustrating split in the market. You are usually forced to choose between massive laptop replacements that cost a month's rent or cheap plastic slabs that end up as electronic waste in 6 months. The Samsung Galaxy Tab A11 Plus sits right in the middle of those two extremes, offering a reasonable price for an optimized baseline. It includes 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage, and a 2-year warranty. Deciding on this device means mapping out how you actually use it. If you are on a budget, you naturally gravitate toward pure entertainment or hybrid use, like reading and browsing. But it will not give you laptop-level speeds for heavy professional work. So buying the Tab A11 Plus comes down to one question. Will its 6 GB of RAM be a smart way to save money, or will it create a bottleneck for what you actually need to get done? Let's look at the processing power. Modern budget devices have a specific ceiling, and understanding that ceiling is how you get the most out of them. With 6 GB of RAM, you get smooth, reliable performance for your daily routine. You can run a split screen with Chrome on one side and a YouTube video on the other without any noticeable lag. But the trade-off hits the moment you push past those boundaries. If you try to load heavy 3D games or export high-resolution video edits, you will experience stuttering and apps forcefully refreshing in the background. Samsung also pushes their AI Assist features heavily in the marketing. The question is how well those features actually run on a mid-tier processor. This quadrant chart shows how we have to balance practical utility against the processing effort required by the tablet's hardware. Basic tools like offline text summarization and simple photo adjustments work well. They give you practical value without stressing the processor. However, heavy on-device AI generation pushes into a danger zone. It requires a lot of effort from the processor, resulting in much slower load times compared to a flagship model or a cloud-based AI. Getting optimized performance out of a mid-tier tablet means you have to intentionally pace your daily workflow. You cannot brute force your way through multiple heavy tasks at once. Once the work is done, the focus shifts to how the tablet handles your evening media consumption and relaxation. When you clock out and settle in on the couch, productivity benchmarks stop mattering. This is where the hardware actually shines. You get a massive display paired with Dolby Atmos speakers. It creates a genuinely excellent room-filling experience for watching movies or streaming shows. But look at this side-by-side comparison. Housing that large screen and those expansive speakers requires a physical compromise. The A11 Plus is wider and slightly heavier than a dedicated reading device. That extra weight becomes obvious if you try to hold the tablet in one hand for a long time, like when you are reading an ebook in bed. The design here makes a clear choice. It prioritizes a seated, highly immersive video watching experience over the lightweight ergonomics of reading on the go. The true value of any budget tablet is measured by its endurance. You need to know how useful it will be 3 or 4 years from now. One major advantage of the A11 Plus is the expandable storage. Instead of being forced to buy an expensive, higher-tier model from the manufacturer, you can just use a microSD card. This chart compares the high cost of upgrading internal storage against the low price of a 1 TB microSD card. For a fraction of the cost, you can hold thousands of offline PDFs, movies, and music files. But look at the read and write speeds. MicroSD cards are significantly slower than the internal solid-state drive. Because of that slower speed, any large apps or heavy games you store on the expandable card will take noticeably longer to load up. Then there is the marketing claim about a long-lasting battery. That claim holds up in practice. For casual streaming and intermittent reading, the battery easily stretches across multiple days of use. The trade-off comes when it's time to plug it in. Pairing a massive battery with a budget-tier processor usually means you get much slower charging times compared to premium fast charge standards. With both your storage and your battery, the rules are the same. You are trading raw speed, like loading and charging times, for massive volume and long-haul endurance. There is an inherent anxiety when buying budget technology. You always wonder if it will break or become obsolete within the first 12 months. This is where the included warranty matters. Most budget tablets only offer 1 year of coverage, but this provides 24 months of protection against hardware failure. A 2-year warranty acts as a built-in risk mitigator. Ensures the tablet lasts through a standard upgrade cycle without forcing you to pay for a replacement if the hardware fails early. By doubling the standard protection window, Samsung removes the gamble often associated with lower-cost electronics. You can buy this knowing it is covered for twice as long as the competition. Ultimately, the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus is an exercise in resource allocation. Samsung took the value and funneled it directly into the screen, the battery, and the warranty, rather than expensive RAM. This matrix maps who should buy this. Media optimizers, a perfect fit for expandable storage and Dolby Atmos. Students, a strong buy for basic AI notes. But power users, a hard pass. The 6GB RAM bottleneck will frustrate your daily workflow. You have to align your technology purchases with what you actually do every day, rather than a fantasy workflow. This product is available through the link in the description box below. Using a strategic compromise lets you spend money on features you actually use, ensuring you get the full value out of the hardware you buy.